Okay, soldiers of the zombie apocalypse. You ready to truck on and keep moving on, trying to find our base, trying to set something up, get something going. We need to find that cooking pot this go around, and hopefully we can find a wrench just so we can start moving on. Uh, some food would be nice. But we will see exactly where we're going to get. We're going to truck on, so lace up your boots and put your quiver on and grab that bow, and here we go.
This is potty mouth, so I'm sorry about this guy.
If you break it, you buy it.
No, it's pretty tame for him. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to sell as much of this. You can group it in tens when you sell it, I think, but it doesn't matter. It takes just as much. Or, takes more time to do that, so I just sell them one by one. As you're going up, if you look above my tool belt, it will tell you when your bartering skill goes up, and it does that with everything, with athletics or whatever. It'll always tell you when whatever skill goes up, and my bartering skill should go up during this encounter. You would think. You can hear the zombies out there. They can't get in. The trader's post is secure. You do want to shut the gates when you come in. Doesn't really matter when you go out, but if you leave the gate open, they can come in. And I've actually had that happen where they kind of trapped me inside the trader's trailer. I'll pretty much sell everything I can to start. There's not really any reason I need any of this stuff at this point. The things that I need mainly in the first couple of days are cooking pot, wrench, food, and basic supplies, and water. Jars are good too, because as long as you have your cooking pot, you can cook your water. We'll go through and look at my bartering skill when we're done. I'm surprised it hasn't come up that it's increased. I don't know if maybe it doesn't do it while I'm in the screen or not. I can't remember. It's going to be worth about $750 for both those tents. Or coins. These are actually dukes. They're not dollars. They're casino coins is what they use for. Okay, that's all he wanted. So you can't just keep selling. By the way, he will eventually not want what you're selling. Always sell the lowest price stuff first too. The reason is because your bartering skill does go up, and per item, not per value. So you want to get rid of all the low price stuff, and then when you hit the big price, hopefully it'll go up some. I want to keep that for sure. Let's see, got more cloth there. See, it says your skill in bartering is now level 2. It took me a long time to get there, though. That's now level 3, so okay. Now level 4. It's just catching up, I guess. Now level 5. Okay, it looks like that's all he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna want. Now let's see what he has. There's a perk called Secret Stash. Well, the Secret Stash is always there. There's a perk called Secret Stash, which enhances the Secret Stash of the traders. It gives it better stuff. So you can put that into your perks if you want. I've never really had any good luck with it. I have seen some Let's Players who love it, but it's never really seemed to pay off for me. The other thing is, if you're going to put it into it, wait until you hit the secret stash and look in it first, and then back out and then put it into the secret stash, into your perk, and then go back in and look at the secret stash. Because what it does is it reshuffles the entire secret stash. So there may be something initially in there you want. So don't pull up to the trader before you go talk to the trader. Put into your secret stash perk. Go look at the secret stash first. Then uh, uh, back out from talking to the trader, and then add the perk, your secret stash perk, and then he will totally reload his secret stash. So I learned that the hard way because there was something that I wanted, and I didn't even think about staying there. I just said, I'll back off and go ahead and do my secret stash, see what else is in there. Okay, what I'm looking for right now, you know what I want to do?
Even if it's to a scumbag
There's stuff
like
in here laying around, and you can't, by the way, damage anything in this hill. I want to see if he's got anything in here that I want that I could use first. There's a working bench. That's a destroyed bench, actually. One of the traders has a kitchen in his building. This isn't it. This is the older style trader. It's pretty much nothing. If you're playing 60 minutes, this is all hard to do. This is where you start getting those cutoff times where, well, you need to start finding something to do about this time of day. This is the benefit of playing the 120 is you get a little more leeway to do this kind of stuff. So all this stuff is destroyed, which is really kind of... You hear the zombie out there hitting. He's hitting the wall. I have had the zombies actually jump up when I'm sitting on top of the wall at the trader. I've had them jump up and get me. They didn't get in. They just jump up and got me. I'm going to pull these blueberries too. You can take his blueberries. This early in the game, I definitely will be able to use these. You can, farming's a big thing in this game too. Generally, you don't start a farm this early. Okay. Let's see what else he has.
Well, if you got money, I guess I can stand your smell.
Okay, what I'm looking for right now is cooking pot, mining helmet, raw meat, there's some food in there. When you do this, it scrolls through everything that he has, with the exception of the secret stash. So you need to do your secret stash separately. Yeah, night vision goggles are pretty good. Well, way more than I got. Pistol book, mining helmet. I really wish I had enough for that mining helmet. Mining helmet's very useful to start. Painting metal, night vision goggles, all that. I don't get enough for anything. Okay, so
Some days I don't even know why I open the doors.
I may be able to get my health back up by eating. Going up just one, yeah, that can happen. Okay, we'll take a look at the map real quick. I want to go... I'm just going to walk out here a little bit and then cut this video. I want to try to keep the videos at about 30 minutes, so I'm not sure what this one's going to be at, but I do want to hit a point on this one too. See if I can't find a spot where I may want to start setting up camp. There's two things you can do to set up a camp. Your first base or a camp, whatever you want to do. You can find a building. You can set up in that building, set spikes around it, do kind of a low rent, kind of fortress of it until you collect some stuff and find the area that you want to build your fort. That's the way I see most Let's Players do it. The way I do it, though, is I generally find where I'm going to go ahead and do it, and even when I'm paying 60 and 90 man, it doesn't matter. My strategy at this point is pretty much the same. I find where I want to go. I'll dig a hole, and at night I'll mine, and during the day I will gather food and loot and whatever I need to do. But I've found that you can fortify a very small area for the first couple hordes, that you don't need to get this big wooden building. That the only thing you're doing is you're having to build more spikes to surround it. You can use in the first couple hordes, the value of your fortress is how many rows of spikes you have. Within reason. Obviously, it can't be like a 3x3. But if you got, let's say, a 5x5 or a 7x7 building, and you got 3 to 4 rows of the cheaper spikes, that's good. Okay, this is wilderness, or not wilderness, plains biome. I don't really want to be here. Plains is not all that great. I'm going to walk along the where both of these biomes meet, and I'll eventually get somewhere, and it'll be a new biome, so hopefully it won't be snow. There are little POIs. The POIs are points of interest. Generally, what you're referring to is like a small farmhouse or something like that. Obviously, a city is full of POIs. But when you're kind of referring to, there's a POI, you're talking about like a farmhouse or something like that. Okay. There's desert over there. Again, I'm kind of breaking my rule about getting too far away from the trader, though. I'm actually more willing to break that rule than I am to go in this area. The reason you want to get next to the desert is because of the yucca. The yucca you can survive on for the first couple weeks. You can use it as food and water. So it's extremely important. You can find cactus in the plains too, actually, which will turn to yucca, but it's far more work. See, even, where's out your axe? I'll just show you what yucca is. This right here is yucca. And these biomes, when it's normal cactus, you have to chop it to get it. But there's actually a yucca plant that you just pick up. You don't have to hit anything. That's what we're looking for. And it's in the desert. I don't know how much time I'll sacrifice to find it. You know what? I'll probably sacrifice as much as it takes. Ooh, and there's water. Snow. Snow is the worst. There's absolutely no positives of snow. Every other biome you can find a positive of. Ooh, there's a little lakefront city there. That looks. Is that a trader over there? Alrighty then. It's just a little western city though. There's nothing big there. But it would be okay for minor stuff. Plus, there's always a chance that there's a trader near it. Okay, I see no desert. I shall move on though. I'm gonna go this way. Because early I should get no runners, so I think I'll be alright. As long as I don't. Another alternative for water is you can chop the tops off these things right here. You climb up them. When you climb up them, knock that bottom rung of the ladder off though, because the zombies will follow you up if you don't. You can go up there, you can knock the lid off the top, just bang on it, and there's water in there. I'm going to dump some of this stuff that I don't need because I'll be able to pick up things in this city. I don't like getting rid of those, but fact is I just don't need them. Kind of want to look what's in this town. It doesn't really matter. I know it doesn't have the big cracker book, so there's a couple POIs that are like the end-all be-all, and one of them is the cracker book. It gives you all the schematics. The schematics are what they teach you how to build different things, and there's books that teach you how to build different things. All those are in the cracker book. The tool, working stiff tools in the previous versions of this game were also extremely important. But what happened is when they changed it to where your stamina is affected by using tools outside your category, working stiffs really lost a lot of luster because it just doesn't pay to go grab a iron shovel or an iron pickaxe when you can't use it yet. So I think there was kind of a mistake that they made there. They should have just left it be. One thing I will, if I'm near this town, I will come get these cars later on, and I probably will come in here and look for a wrench and cooking pot, and that's what these little towns are good for, the basic stuff. Lord. My whole plan about the trader is just out the window. But that's this game, man. That's what happens. Never plan too far ahead in this game. Staying on the road generally is a fairly good idea. You move a little bit faster. Um, it tends to take you to places of interest a little bit better than just trucking through the woods. Oh, there's a wolf. That's a dire wolf. You don't want to have anything to do with the dire wolf. I'll come here a little bit closer. Down there. Now, later on, when you can properly fight them, they're good for meat. But at this stage, the dire wolves are the big black ones, and the normal wolves are the gray ones. And neither of them do I want to tangle with at this point. Oop, there's a military camp. Okay, around here you need to be careful for mines. I don't think that's a military camp actually. It's just a camp with camouflage tents. But there are random mines in this game, generally around certain things. Some cities will have them in them. Military camps, which are pretty obvious what they are, will have them. I'm probably going to get this guy. He's going my direction. Oh! One shot, one kill. I don't have a knife yet. When I got those zombies, I should have made a bone shiv. Come on, dude. I'll use you for a bone shiv. Stay still. Okay. Bone shift on the way. Okay. I'm gonna eat this. Make room. I can use that coal though. Oh Lord. Okay, you hit recipes. Bone shiv. Bone shiv that you use to, and I'm going to get rid of the other one. You use it to cut your meat. Where did my deer go now? With the better tool you have to do the job, the more yield you get out of it. So as you get to, let's say, your hunting knife, the more you get proficient in blade weapons, the more meat you will get out of your deer or wolf or whatever you're cutting up. Get on a high spot, see if I can't see something. Again, we're rendering there. Well, the bright side is I'm getting so far away from that trader that I'm getting near another trader. There's traders all over the map, so you never know, I may run into another one. There are towns all over the map and there are traders all over the map, so I generally don't kill myself about trying to get near a certain town. Or it's always nice to be near a town to start, so you can just do some kind of minor looting just to get your basic supplies. Probably do a better job looking for birds' nests. This is, whenever you see those little outcrops of rocks like this, the big flat ones, that means there's a mine in there. See, look. These mines are pretty low yield. They don't give you a whole lot of stuff, so don't get all excited. They're fun to go into, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. I got other priorities. It's 1800. I really should find a place to be at night. I may actually have to just sit somewhere quietly if I don't find a good area to maybe start digging. What do I need for a stone shovel? Small stones. I think it's kind of odd you can't climb in a tree in this game. Okay, there's a hog. I'm not going to deal with him though. I've did get that deer. I think I have enough meat for a day or two, or a day, especially if I find my. Oh man, this better be desert. They're rendering so bad in this. I think it's wasteland. Yes, it is. Okay, let me pull up the map. Sometimes these lakes, in this game, there's absolutely no reason for a lake. As long as you can find one water source, it can be a well or anything, you're fine. These lakes are they're just a pain. They're just a land, or they just get in the way. It does look like, even using the 120 hour or 120 minute day, I'm going to run into night. You can swim by just jumping in the water and essentially just going straight over. It is a little bit slower, I think, though. Let me go look at my skills. Okay, at this point, what I think I may do, sexual Tyrannosaurus, it gives you more stamina, and I really think, being I'm running around like I am, I'll need it. And I'm going to hold off on the rest. I'll probably put it in a mining, but I'd actually find a place to mine before I worry about that. When you start to mine, you use a shovel, by the way. You don't use the pickaxe. Even when you hit the rock, use a shovel, because that'll help your mining skills. The stone axe helps your construction skills. At least I believe it's that way. I should probably do a little research on that and try to figure it out. But you want your mining to go up quick if you're going to be building underneath. So it's worth the extra effort to go ahead and use the shovel. I'm not going to need you. I'm not going to need you. Oh, meat. Carrying meat. Carrying meat, you put out a smell that attracts zombies too, so that's something you really don't want to make a habit of. Especially in the early stage of the game when you're you're not all that tough. But you know, just don't combat the zombies and you'll be all right. (1910) 2200 hours is dark. 2200 hours is when the zombies start to run. So as long as I don't got a light on me, I can just crouch down somewheres and I think I will be okay. It's kind of a wimpy way of doing it, but generally you don't go out and try to fight zombies at night. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for, baby. Okay, this stuff right here, this yucca, this is crazy good. It works for everything. You can turn it into drink, although I am at the water too, which I might as well fill this stuff up. Huh? To dip your stuff in the water, just put it in your tool belt, and I do the left trigger on the PlayStation controller. Okay, what I want to do is I want to stock up on yucca. You can hold 50 in a stack, and I would go for as many stacks as I can get. Now, granted, I'm too close to night to really go too crazy, but I want to see what else we got around here. You don't want to be only in desert too. What I really would like to be in is where desert meets forest, and be kind of on the forest side. Because one thing, I'm going to have problems with heat stroke here. Oh, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Not right now. The weather patterns in this game are actually kind of crazy too. You can be sitting in the desert and it'll snow on you, and you can be running through the snow, and you'll be overheating. So, believe me, it is frustrating. I think if there's one thing I really wouldn't mind them removing from this game, it's the overheating aspect of it. Okay, which way am I going? Okay, I don't want all desert. That's bad. All desert bad. Edge of desert good. Oh boy. If I can find a town, I'm going to have to go up on a roof somewhere and oh man. So I got to go back the same way I came. Nuts. Okay, that's not going to give me anything good, though. I can tell you right now, it's probably not. Boy, what a not fun situation. Hmm. See if I can't make it to these POIs up here. I may have to go ahead and swim across. Let's go where it's narrowest. I have no idea where it's narrowest. Okay, we're gonna. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Well, it's all desert over there too. The water is very deceiving. It's very hard to tell how far it is across. Okay, I'm going to go off. I will come back on because this could take a while. Okay, made it across. It's 20:32. Got an hour and a half. There's a little POI up here. Got a buzzard on me and a couple of zombies. See if I can't shake them. Okay, my inventory is full, which means I'm going to drop something. I would much rather have this yucca than a lot of the stuff in that inventory. What do we got over here? We got a couple. This may be a city, which would be good. I'd much rather climb on a roof than have to take over a little POI. Okay then. See what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna compromise. I think I will just climb on this roof. Okay, it's 2050. I have. There's a trader over there. Sweet. I'm undetected. If you squat down, you'll be undetected. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit out the night here. And basically, being there's a trader there, I'm kind of in good shape. All I got to do is find a forest biome near here. I can go through. I can drink. My glass jar will go back in there. I can take these. I can go to recipes, yucca juice, craft. Drink. There's a thing called spam crafting, and I don't think it's a deal anymore, where you could just craft a whole bunch of stuff and it upgrades your levels. And I've heard that they cut down on that, and I've never really had time to do it because usually I don't have enough material at this time of night, which I don't right now. So I'm not even going to go into it. Um, craft. Drink. You get the picture. Okay, now if I go to character, I've got enough food to last me through the night, so I can sit here. I don't want to, obviously. Well, I can. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to start a fire. I can eat these. Doesn't give me a lot, but I'm actually fairly happy being I found a trader there. I'm totally okay with burning a day to get to an area I care more about. So. I think I'll lay down in bed too. Anyways, I guess I am out, and I will start in the morning. I will start episode 2 or 3, depending on how I break this one down. So, thanks for watching this one, and leaving your remarks below. Let me know if you got any questions that I can answer. Thanks.
Okay, soldiers, that all landed up very well. I'm very happy with that. We are moving forward. We found some good land. We found another trader. That opens up the map very nicely for us. I think in episode 3 we're going to head on down to the lake there and see if we can't find some forest area, because we are really close to a trader and we're really close to some lake. And all we got to do is find a town in a forest, and we will be set and we will move on. So I will see you in episode 3. Thanks for watching.